Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. We have Brisbane, Australia represented in the house. 7:09 a.m. on Friday. That's it. Very nice. We also have California here. So it's 2:09 p.m. on Thursday the 9th, right? I can get the time zones. This is a fun part of having a global business is you get to use your brain to imagine where your favorite clients are, your great clients. And that's the theme today, right? Where are they around the world? So yes, and technology helps too. When you get on dateandtime.com, and then you start to know the time difference. So it's fun, right? These are fabulous challenges to have. Okay, I'm Kathleen Caldwell. Let me just jump in because today's theme is all about great clients now. We're in an accelerator, and specifically we're in a quest. Okay, the today, tomorrow, yesterday was all about in a quest. They're looking for us, and today is very tactical. Okay, so with your permission, I'm just going to jump in and then we're going to get a conversation going. You know, the thing is with our council meetings, we get in and we get out, lots of value, lots of content, lots of things to think about, and lots of great, smart, strategic things to do. Okay, so let me just jump right in and share a couple slides with your permission. Is that good? Can you see my slide here? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. We've been in this accelerator now. This is our third of 4 days. It's been accelerated acceleration. How about that? Fun. Yes. And we don't want to have just good clients, right? We want to have great clients. So I'm going to quickly take us through just a really fast recap of the last couple of days. And I mentioned I'm Kathleen Caldwell, founder of C-Suite Networks, Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. My joy to be here with you. Thank you very much. And we set the tone earlier in the week that, you know, it's really a crowded space with everybody out there that's saying, hey, I would like to be a coach. I'd like to be a consultant. I think that's a testimonial to us that are here on the call. Thank you. Thank you. And you watching our replay. We are modeling something really powerful and really fun. But there are a lot of coaches and consultants, especially on LinkedIn. So there's a lot of people out there. That's a really good thing, I think, because we not only want to make the pie bigger for the value that coaching, consulting, trusted advisor, thought leaders, the pie really big, but we also want to go out and bake new pies. So today is about that. And as we discussed on Tuesday of this week is, you know, economic and world events are happening, you know, aren't they always happening, right? So how can we be a bright, shining lighthouse for people to see who we are, see what we have to offer, see the value we provide, and for people to see us in crazy high seas, okay? And come and work with us, be our clients, because we can't put our head in the sand, right? And just say, hey, you know, I don't know what's happening out there. You know, the Great Recession, the Great Resignation, the great this, the bad this, all that stuff. We've got to know what's going on so we can be fully aware, we can guide our clients. And on Tuesday, we defined great, and we're looking for great clients, and great clients are looking for us. We're not just looking for good and ordinary, great clients. That's the theme of this week. So with that, we were talking on Tuesday, Wednesday, today on Thursday about what is a great client? Who are they? How do we define them? Because if we know who we're looking for, it's going to be easier for us to find them and thus them to find us. Then how do we go about connecting with them? And of course, always, when do we want to do that? Now. So Tuesday, we talked about great clients. What does it mean to you? So get out your notepad, get out your Word document, whatever it is that you use. Maybe it's a mind map, maybe it's a napkin, whatever works for you. Define who that great client is. What are the demographics, the psychographics? What does that ideal client look like? Be able to actually see the face of your ideal client. know what they're going for, what they're going through, what's going on in their life. And then we went into on Tuesday is who do you need to become to serve these great clients? Maybe you need more of whatever it is that you are stepping into. Maybe it was also discussed on Tuesday, maybe you need to be doing less. So that was a great conversation, doing more of something, doing less, being more, being less of something. Only you know, your community knows, your coach knows how to support you in this. And then we were discussing yesterday and today, what do you need to do and be to serve more great clients? Because there's a doingness to it, but I also believe it starts with the beingness. Okay. So we were also talking about yesterday is the offer. What is it that you're providing your clients? What are they saying yes to, these great clients? And how can you serve more clients by having a very powerful value proposition? What's the value proposition? So what's the offer they're saying yes to? And what's the value it provides? Okay. You sticking with me here, ladies? Making sense? Good topics. Yes. And yesterday we had a really vibrant conversation that the value proposition is not the 3 coaching calls a month, the Voxer access, the unlimited email access, structured calls on your availability. It's not that. Those are the deliverables. That's the how you do it. But what I believe is that clients want, they don't necessarily want coaching, right? They don't want coaching. They want the results and the outcomes of coaching. They want the promotion if you're an executive coach. They want the dollars. They want the increase in visibility. They want, maybe if you're a relationship coach, they want the new relationships, the better relations. They want to have more in their life or less in their life. And they don't necessarily want the coaching. They want the outcome and the results. So today's theme is stop selling coaching. Oh boy, the International Coach Federation not happy with Kathleen Caldwell. Sorry. Stop selling coaching. Stop selling consulting. Stop selling. No, maybe it's not so much therapy. Okay, sorry. Not the consulting, not the way you do it, the how you do it, but instead sell the value. And we discussed yesterday, it was a great conversation, yesterday's broadcast. What it needs to look like is selling, promoting, talking about the transformation, the clarity, the confidence, the validation, the visibility, the care, unconditional love. Yes, love, right? Freedom, opportunities, loyalty, all of these things, plus giving your clients, your great clients, access to your community, your resources, your circle. That's incredibly valuable. And a partnership with you. The thing that I've also been doing a lot of research on lately is more and more and more people are looking for community, a sense of belonging, a sense that they matter, that they're part of something greater. Okay. They're not on this life journey alone. So when you can provide community, membership, partnership, alliances, something bigger and better, that's what people really are looking for. And of course, they're looking for relief from problems, worries. They want to be heard by you. And the key to this whole thing, I believe, is what are the results that they want? So that's the key, getting tapped into what are the results that they want. Okay. Not our agenda, but their agenda. Okay. And yesterday, just to quickly and finally bring us all up to the same page here, is we discussed yesterday, and the challenge that went out to our community was listing a criteria, putting together the criteria of your great clients. Who are you looking for? And then creating a great client prospect list, almost like a dream 100, but this is your great client 100. A list of 100 people, and just starting the process is going to get your subconscious mind thinking about this, remembering people. Who is it that I know from here? And I know people here based on your criteria. Start with former clients, warm prospects, people who know you, like you, and trust you. But we got to get a list. And even if you can't right now get 100 down on a page, that's okay. If you can get 5 to 10, that's a great place to start. And then yesterday, we talked about the specifics about how to connect with those great potential clients. We're on a quest, ladies. That's what we're out. And the whole goal is to genuinely connect at a relationship level with all of these fabulous people. Tactically, reach out an email, send a text, DM, phone call, whatever it is. And it's very, very simple. I've been thinking about you. I heard an interview, or I read an article, or I saw your post, or something, and thought of you. We want to warm up that relationship. And how is something going? You know, you were working on something, your promotion, your new job, your project, your course, you know, your relationship with so-and-so. How is blank going? What's new with your blank? Something like that. Personalize it, remembering back to the relationship with them, and providing an offer. If, hey, I'd love to have a coffee Zoom call with you, or I'd love to connect on the phone call for 15 minutes or a few minutes, something like that. Here's my Calendly to schedule. Looking forward to reconnecting. Ladies, this could be in a text message. This could be an email message. This could be in a DM. This could be on a post on LinkedIn, something like this, a direct private message. I would recommend not going into, oh, by the way, I have a course coming up. Oh, by the way, I've got availability in my calendar for new clients. No. Get the relationship warmed up and include the PS, postscript. The postscript is going to be one of the most important things here on this communication, which is postscript is personalize the postscript to something you genuinely appreciate about them. Maybe remembering a fun experience you had with them, results from their last coaching, something like take a trip down memory lane with them and re-presence them to the experiences that you had with them. What I love to do is genuinely and authentically put a PS is, I remember the time when we were working through your promotion. One client comes to mind right in this moment is, I remember we were working on your promotion, and at the same time you were having your third baby. Remember that? And how awesome it was to work with you through that period. And, you know, just remembering a little bit about the relationship, something that was really positive, or acknowledge them for something genuinely and authentically. Okay. They're going to immediately, their brain's going to go to the postscript, and it's going to help you connect with them at a very nice, deep level. Okay. And again, if you don't have any sort of connection with them, you can remember, it's okay. You can say, PS, I love how you're showing up on social, or PS, I love, love what you're up to, or something, just something that's going to just really connect with them heart to heart, person to person. Okay. Like this idea. Nice way to do this. Yep. Thank you. And then as we complete this part of our program to bring us up to where we're at, is we're launching our Great Client Quest. The big question is WIIFT, their favorite station. What's in it for them, right? With all of this, why do you want to connect with them, and what's in it for them? Of course, we genuinely want to serve them. We're not pitching, enrolling, selling. We just want to get the connection and the conversation going, the relationship. And if you don't hear from them, it's okay. Put them in your customer relationship management program and just follow up with them gently in the next, say 2 to 4 weeks, connecting with you. And people connect with you when they're ready to connect with you. Okay. People call when they're ready. There's no forcing. There's no pushing this boulder uphill. No, we're just looking for people that want to work with us to get the conversation going. Okay. We're just rebuilding and strengthening the relationship. Okay. And so as we complete this part of our program is our quest is really to find out what outcomes, what results do your ideal clients want? What do they want? What are their interests? And as we're out there looking, we're putting together our dream 100, our ideal client 100 list. What are the things that are interest to them? What are they, you can see on their profile? We're not lurking, we're not doing anything crazy like that, but what are the groups? Who are the groups that they belong to? Who do they follow? What do they read? What are they posting? To kind of get an idea of a profile, so to speak, a positive profile of our ideal clients. And where do they hang out? Thinking about, again, we're looking for great clients. We're expanding the number of great clients that we have. Past clients, communities of past clients, referrals of past clients, and of course, our past clients and current clients. We can find them through speaking, podcast guests, writing articles, newsletters, sharing, commenting and sharing on your ideal clients' posts, being helpful, providing value. Okay. A give first kind of mindset. Okay. And then I'm just going to pause here. I think the biggest thing for me is looking for great clients is, in order to be engaged with new clients, we've got to be engaging, right? We've got to be engaging. So what is it that we're up to that is engaging? Are we sharing? Are we talking about our clients' celebrations? Are we out there in the world, or are we all the time heads down doing the work of our business? It's this balance, this titration, doing a little bit of, doing the work we've got to fulfill on, of course, but then taking a little time every day to get out there in the world and do some posting. Okay, and connecting. Okay, so with that, I am going to pause and get some two-way communication going here. Okay, so thoughts about a strategy that you think may be helpful to you in having more great clients. What's intriguing to you? What's working for you? What can you see would be helpful to you around this? Because I'm going under the assumption you would like more great clients.
Well, I think for me, getting out and speaking more, getting in front of the right people, and more podcast guesting will just get me out in front where I can start some of the, start building the relationship from there. I was on a podcast yesterday. We just did the recording, and at the end, she said, I think I need to hire you. Now this happened twice. So, because
this is good, right, Nancy?
It is good. The show's not going to go up for probably another 30 to 60 days. So, there's a lot, depending on the group, the lead time is challenging.
Right. Yes. And we often talk about in the year-long Women's Success Accelerator, the leading indicators and then the lagging indicators of our business. So, leading, of course, is doing the podcast interviews, writing the articles, being out there. The lagging indicators are the discovery calls, the things that come from us, the booked, the booking the business, all those things. So it's such a balance, we must be patient, right? Yeah. Challenging. Yeah.
And it's interesting because, I'm not feeling 100%. So it's forced me to really slow down and pick what to focus on. I'm not like, I don't have a million things going on because I can't.
Right.
And maybe I never really could. Truth be told.
Right. Maybe we thought we could, but should we and could we are two different things, right? Yeah. So you're really, what I'm hearing, Nancy, is you're being very discerning in what you're doing and really not trying to do everything, because I don't think doing everything is the answer.
No.
But finding the right lane for you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Beautiful. And as an NSA member, that you're certainly in the right spot, right?
Yeah, that's one great group for me to, to work on getting into talking to chapters. I submitted for the annual convention, but I was not selected. Darn.
Ah,
But that'll be a good networking opportunity.
right, right. So who would you say, and we'll come over to you, Linda, as well in a moment, but Nancy, who would you say are your ideal great clients?
Yeah, I like the entrepreneurial small business group.
Yes.
They're easier to work with than the larger corporate type of projects, which I still do. But when I go in there, it's more staff supplementation
Mm,
than anything else. It's, there's a training department. They need somebody to come in, and, it's another pair of hands to get work done, as opposed to really helping people, shape an idea to, there's not the same degree of excitement
mhm.
in those projects.
Right,
Maybe I've
exactly.
just been doing it for so long. It's like, I'd rather work with the smaller,
Yes,
not smaller client
right, right,
in a group setting, and really guiding people than doing all the heavy lifting myself.
right. So I'm curious also about associations of these kinds of people who have large groups and could provide, access to you through their membership, through special pricing, through an amenity, something of this nature, that a course could be really another revenue lever for their business.
It
Yeah.
definitely is. It definitely
Yeah,
is.
yeah, excellent, excellent. As opposed to in corporate, oh goody, another course.
Yeah.
Employees maybe not so excited about
Yeah.
that,
It's
but
like,
they need to, yes,
yeah. And
yes,
it's a different mindset. And I think on the corporate side, the customer training is always, there's more energy there than in the employee training, because the employee training is almost when there's expectations that you need to perform your job in a particular way. Boom.
yes.
Um, and it's just not as interesting as the customer training, which is more
Mhm.
about
Yeah,
attraction and retention, and really you're helping people in a different way. And I don't know if I'm making any sense at all.
absolutely, completely. Yes, yes. So going to where there's the need and the value proposition, and that the course is the conduit to something that they want and the clients want, right?
Yeah.
So there's a hunger and a desire for it, Nancy, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. So, Linda, how about you? Some thoughts about what could be a good strategy in your world for having more great clients?
Yeah, so I've been using being a podcast guest, and that I had one this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning because of the time changes, which is
Yes.
fine. It was awesome. And lucky I'm an early morning riser, so it wasn't too bad for me. Pretty cold, but but for me, it's like I'm sort of stepping out of the one-to-one and like the small business zone into like the bigger arena. So out of my comfort zone and into, like, I think at the moment we really need to see leaders stepping up in ways that maybe they're not prepared for. And my field is trauma and being trauma sensitive in the workplace. And I think if they actually have the information to recognize and the steps to take to to work with someone who may be traumatized. And I think everyone on the planet's pretty much got some kind of trauma, whether they know it or not. And just recognizing those responses then takes away the behavior from the person. Instead of the person being labeled as a behavior, they can actually separate that out and see that as that's the reaction to something that's occurred to them, which is I think a really big step in working with people that might be not very helpful in the workplace, in the team, whatever. They can start to see that from a different point of view and then explore it. So for me, I think especially in the turbulent times and the shifts and changes that's happening on the planet, I think that leaders are going to be asked a lot more of. So that's part of my stepping into this field and seeing, doing my part in there, where there's leaders who may resonate with the work and are keen to, bring in even the idea that there could be trauma underlying whatever they're seeing, whether it's the low income ceiling that's there, they can't get past their, get their figures up, or whether it's that they do have toxic workplace environment, whether they see a pattern with the staff that come in, like any kind of scenario can be worked with, I think, and explored to see whether that's underlying the symptom that's showing up in the business or in the organization. But I want to work with the leaders and help them to implement that, so they're actually empowered. They're the ones doing that. Not that I come in and I do stuff. It's like empowering people for me is so important, because then they can take that with them wherever they go.
Yes. So what I'm hearing you say is that really your ideal great client could in fact be leaders who could be certified perhaps at some point, could be empowered, could be and to help others in their organization. And won't that really provide a beautiful sense of empowerment for them, new career purpose, new ability to be helpful?
Yeah, and not sure about the certification yet. I haven't sort of thought it that far ahead, Kathleen.
We can talk about that. Yeah. And of course, with Nancy.
That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah, but definitely, to have those skills within themselves that are transferable wherever they go, into their own personal life, into their organization, into the relationships that they build with their clients, whatever it might be, or their fellow workers. It becomes part of who they are. They're connecting deeply to themselves, and then that supports any other relationships that they may have.
Excellent. Yes. Wow. Beautiful. So challenging each of us to really be thinking about these great clients, and, who are they? What are they really looking for? What's the value proposition? How can I be in service to them? And they to me as well. And, I'm also very intrigued about pushing out of my comfort zone to ask former clients for who do they know that would be interested in empowering themselves. How would they be interested in joining a community? Say, for instance, like the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. Who do they know who are coaches, consultants, trusted advisors, thought leaders that are looking for a community, that are looking to be promoted and supported in a large way? So, just kind of making that a really frequent conversation, just like I'm saying, okay, pass the pepper, just part of my nomenclature, versus like, okay, this is the week that I'm working on testimonials. This is the week that I'm working on referrals. This is, just making it part of my normal operating procedure, right? Yeah. Because I think what we're also doing is planting the seed with our great clients and our prospective great clients to also be thinking about us and to be thinking for us, to have new clients come to us through referral, which is always the best way, right? Yeah, great. So any other comments before we move forward and complete our time together? Yeah. So ideal clients, that's the thing, and great clients. Yep. So let me just finish up here with, again, the idea of let's be more engaged in a way that works for us, right? That's authentic to us. And what I know for sure is that when we're in our vibrancy, we're in our power, specifically with the two of you ladies, I know this for sure, is when you're out there doing what you do, it's so engaging, it's so alluring, it's so attractive, that the more we do that, whether it's a podcast interview or writing or being interviewed, interviewing each other, whatever it is, doing our thing, we're very, very engaging. So with that, thank you. We had a great conversation about what's emerging. Why is it important? Well, I think on a global level and a historical level is the world needs you and your light. So it's important for us to get out there. Let's shine our light. Let's do this every day, just a little bit every day, bring a little bit more light to the world. And one of my favorite mentors, Zig Ziglar, I love this man, rest in peace. I do believe this for sure. This is one of my operating principles, is that I believe you and I can have everything in life that we want if we just help enough other people to get what they want. So let's do more of that. If you have questions about what's next for you in your business, in your career, in your thought leadership journey, schedule a one-on-one with me, Kathleen Caldwell, on Calendly. We can have a conversation about what's next for you. And so with that, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gift of your time. Thanks for coming and showing up. Lots of love to each of you. And let's get more of those great clients. Okay. Lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye for now. Bye-bye.